Eve was a seasoned forest ranger, tasked with patrolling the vast wilderness of the Pacific Northwest. She was confident in her skills and never thought she would find herself in a situation like this. It was a clear summer day, and she was making her way down a remote road in her Jeep when disaster struck. Her vehicle hit a large rock and skidded off the road, crashing into a tree. Eve was disoriented and in pain. She tried to move, but her leg was badly hurt, and she was unable to put any weight on it. She tried her radio and cell phone, but there was no signal. She was completely cut off from the outside world. Eve knew she had to get help, so she gathered what supplies she had in her vehicle and set out to find her way back to civilization. However, as she made her way deeper into the forest, she realized she was lost. The dense canopy overhead blocked out most of the sunlight, making it difficult to see her surroundings. She was starting to feel the weight of her situation and wondered if she would ever make it out alive. As the sun began to set, Eve set up a makeshift camp for the night. She tried to start a fire, but her supplies were limited, and she was unable to get it going. She was plagued by fear and uncertainty as she had no idea how she would find her way out of the forest. She heard strange noises in the darkness, making her wonder if she was truly alone. She barely got any sleep and woke up feeling more exhausted than when she went to bed. As she continued her journey, Eve began to feel like she was being watched. The hair on the back of her neck stood up, and she couldn't shake the feeling that she was not alone in the forest. She tried to ignore it, but the feeling only grew stronger. She was becoming more and more disoriented, and it felt like she was walking in circles. She was starting to panic as she realized that she may not make it out of the forest alive. Suddenly, she was confronted by a wild animal. It was a large, aggressive bear, and it was blocking her path. Eve was forced to fight for her life in a desperate struggle. She managed to fend off the animal, but she was badly shaken and her supplies were running low. Eve pushed on, determined to find her way out of the forest. She was starting to feel trapped, and she was losing hope. But then she stumbled upon a logging road and was finally able to flag down a passing truck. She was rescued and taken to a hospital where she was treated for her injuries. Eve was back at work, and she had a new appreciation for the dangers of the wilderness. She shared her story with others, hoping to raise awareness of the need to be prepared and to always be aware of one's surroundings in the great outdoors. Her nightmarish journey in the forest would stay with her for the rest of her life, a haunting reminder of the power of nature and the fragility of human life.